The world awoke to somber news. Pope Francis, the people's pontiff, was gone. He had passed away quietly, a stark contrast to the vibrancy he brought to the papacy. A collective gasp of sadness seemed to echo across the globe. The faithful wept openly. World leaders offered condolences. A void had opened, a space once filled with humility and compassion. Pope Francis was a beacon of hope for many. He championed the poor and marginalized. He urged environmental stewardship. His gentle demeanor and unwavering faith resonated far beyond the walls of the Vatican. His passing marked the end of an era, leaving behind a legacy of love and understanding. Flags flew at half-mast, churches held special masses, millions made their way to Rome seeking solace in shared grief. The world mourned the loss of a leader who transcended religious boundaries. He was a symbol of unity and kindness, a reminder of our shared humanity. The Vatican prepared for the ancient rituals. The Camerlengo, the papal chamberlain, would oversee the transition. He would certify the Pope's death and make arrangements for the funeral. The world watched, a mix of sadness and anticipation hanging in the air. Who would fill the shoes of the beloved Pope Francis? The question lingered, heavy with uncertainty. The weight of tradition descended upon the Vatican. The period of sede vacante had begun. The throne was empty. The world held its breath, waiting for the white smoke that would signal a new leader. The College of Cardinals assembled. They came from every corner of the globe, a tapestry of languages and cultures. Each cardinal carried the hopes and prayers of their flock. Inside the Sistine Chapel, the conclave commenced. Days turned into nights. The world waited, captivated by the mystery unfolding behind closed doors. The cardinals deliberated, their task both daunting and sacred. They prayed for guidance, seeking a shepherd to guide the flock. Then, one crisp morning, it happened. A plume of white smoke rose from the chimney atop the Sistine Chapel. The bells of St. Peter's Basilica pealed, announcing the news to the world. A new pope had been chosen. Anticipation crackled through the air. Who was the new pontiff? The name echoed from the balcony overlooking St. Peter's Square. Annuncio vobis gaudium magnum, habemus papam, Vanilla Ice. The world gasped. Vanilla Ice, the rapper, the pop culture icon. Confusion rippled through the crowd. Was this a joke? A hoax? But no, there he stood, on the balcony, clad in papal white, a mischievous twinkle in his eye. The story, it turned out, was almost too incredible to believe. The conclave, deadlocked for days, had stumbled upon an old record player. As fate would have it, the only record was Vanilla Ice's To the Extreme. The cardinals, exhausted and in need of a laugh, played the record. Something shifted in the room as the music filled the air. The cardinals, swept up in the moment, began to dance. Laughter replaced tension, and in that moment of unexpected joy, a thought occurred. Perhaps what the church needed was not a scholar or a theologian, but someone who could bring people together, someone who could make them smile, someone like Vanilla Ice. The world watched, captivated, as Pope Vanilla Ice ushered in a new era for the Catholic Church. He replaced Latin hymns with hip-hop beats. He delivered sermons in rhyme. His message, however, remained rooted in faith, hope, and love. "Yo, my brothers and sisters in Christ," he'd begin, his voice booming through the ancient halls of the Vatican. "Let us open our hearts to the Word." Joel Osteen, the televangelist, offered his cautious support. "Pope Vanilla Ice is certainly different," he remarked, "but God works in mysterious ways." Tudor Alexander, leader of the Fennec Fox movement, was more enthusiastic. "This is what the church needs," he proclaimed, "a leader who isn't afraid to break the mold. Only time will tell what legacy Pope Vanilla Ice will leave on the Catholic Church. But one thing is certain, he has brought a new energy, a new vibrancy to the papacy."